Sup witches, this is Eisen. So today I'm talking about this extremely freaking weird storage issue with my iPhone 6. Now, this phone used to be my dad's. It was purchased in 2016 or so. I've never had a problem with it until this point. People think old phones are slow, but really the amount of stuff on there that really makes it slow, because I tried out my mom's iPhone 5. Yeah, it is perfectly fine. The screen is not actually cracked. That's a protector that my brother gave me. I just wanted it because it looks hilarious, and I call it the anti-theft device. The storage on this phone is actually so freaking low and so screwy. I tended to screenshot a lot. Even while I've been done with social media, I kind of moved on to screenshotting YouTube comment sections because I figured I would make a video on it. Just ended up in this habit that I would have an average of freaking maybe 2 new photos each day. So for whatever reason, the photos amount fluctuates. To give you an idea of what the hell I mean by that, yeah, I have no idea how it holds onto a freaking lock background. This is something I wrote at a festival I was at. I was freaking high and drunk and whatnot, and I kind of got out my mind, and I was trying to freaking text people. So most of the time, the Photos app doesn't freaking work. You open it and it crashes. Today, since I've been going on there and trying to delete stuff, the phone storage rewards you for deleting stuff by showing you older images, and usually you can't actually get to the oldest pictures. So here's the most recent, which is a screenshot of statistics, how people are actually buying stuff that they see on TikTok, which I literally could not freaking imagine doing because it's full of ads and it's Chinese spyware. Since that point of October 10th, I freaking screenshotted at least freaking a couple more things, because sometimes I forget it doesn't work. Photos are all good, you know, looking decent here. Some of them just don't show up. That's a problem you're going to have, and you get that with the apps too. The apps suddenly stop showing up. I have no freaking clue why that happens, but the picture for the app, it's like, nope, we're not showing that today. It was looking good, and then freaking, yeah, it also lags a whole freaking lot. I think that's also a problem I have with this phone. When it's being low storage like this, the screen doesn't do feedback as often as you would like, you know, maybe half the time when you're scrolling the Photos app. But yeah, sometimes it'll show you twice the same photo. This is me wearing the wig I'm wearing right now. You'll see twice the same photo again. Hopefully this is gonna stay safe for work, or else I'll have to blur it. Okay, yeah, now it's just shut down. It does that a lot. I have another phone, my 6S from my grandpa, that had just the worst freaking battery again. And there we go with the text that I get every single morning. I must have got that a month ago at this point. It's supposed to be daily texts from the same company. Yeah, new ones don't show up. I've found that another thing with this phone is that sending outgoing texts works perfectly fine. Receiving text, however, doesn't work. Sometimes I'll get a voicemail, but often not the text. I don't know why that is, but voicemails, they do show up, but several hours to days later. You'll get the same picture doubled up. And I didn't realize this. It didn't start doing this until, oh man, it must have been a month or so ago. I had downloaded the pictures of the phone onto the computer. It's not doing great right now, so I figured re-download all the photos, and I didn't notice that it was freaking twice the same photo all over. I know people are going to be telling me, why don't you delete some? Okay, here's an album I got that I was getting rid of, and I wanted to take a picture of it. Delete it, shows that back up again. Here I am deleting it, shows up again. Deleting it again. The early warning signs for this will be, you know, you'll be looking through your photos and then frickin' all of a sudden, come on. It was doing it, but, you know, you'll be looking through your photos and then all of a sudden 2 of them, or however many, just blank out. So you'll start to see that happen, and you'll start to see the pictures for your apps going. So I've been on the photo app trying to delete some, and it rewards you for doing that. So here's my apps. You can actually see them for once. Most of the time you actually can't. See utilities up there, you don't see any apps. But yeah, it both hates you for being on the Photos app and doesn't let you do anything with it, and rewards you for trying to delete some, which is a really skewy, abusive-y situation. But yeah, here is a cute little animal. It just sucks because I would really freaking like to take the stuff off of here, but it doesn't really work like that. Let's see if any of these. Yep, they just blanked out. So currently it says that we have over 300 pictures, which was not the case when I was looking at it last. Yo, check that out. Frickin' all the... Oh. These ones are really sketchy because they've all been edited. It was the Northern Lights and we don't get that here. And it happened, so I had to take a bunch of pictures and edit it to make it look like the Northern Lights. It's showing me that the earliest pictures from 2021. Yeah, here's me trying to wash a shoe I found at the beach because I was going to make a second shoe. Didn't end up doing that. The shoe's actually in this room. It's just really clean now. And yeah, another warning sign is when you look at your pictures and they're really blurred out, not just lagging at some point if it does it all the freaking time. If it's just lagging, it will unblur within the course of maybe a minute or two. But if it does that for a while, you know you've got low storage and you need to deal with this immediately. Let me tell you, I really frickin' wish I had done that. And here I was screenshotting all the frickin' text conversations from my dead homie because I missed him. Because I dressed ridiculously. These are the shoes I used to wear when I was sad. They're bright gold. I don't wear those anymore. So I don't know what it means when it, blanks out with specific times. And, yeah, I wish I had not fricking been this bad with my storage space. Most of my pictures are showing up here right now. And I actually don't know how many it's supposed to be. Maybe up to 1,000 for each year that I've owned a phone. Or fricking however many, because I'm a YouTuber. I'm always filming stuff and then screenshotting other stuff for future videos. It says right now I've got 1,000 screenshots, but I don't think that's right. Ooh, we got 45 videos. It was 20 just a second ago, I swear. Before I turned this camera on, we had about 20, so I'm getting all these videos of my roommates in the hot tub with the helium balloon. Got 10 panoramas, I'm pretty... and a bunch of them just blanked out. See, this is pictures I've deleted. And they show back up again, and don't even get the pictures back. But yeah, I try every day to be deleting stuff. It doesn't work. Makes me really discouraged. When I plug this into the computer, it says it's going to take several hours to delete a couple hundred or something, which isn't the way it should go. Every freaking USB takes usually a couple seconds to delete 10 pictures or something like that. And yeah, it shouldn't be that way. This is really difficult. The reason I'm not wanting to reset it is because I don't think I got all the pictures off the phone. And I don't want there to be a gap there, because sometimes I'm freaking chilling with people and then all of a sudden, they leave, they move away, they freaking die, whatever the hell happens. So I don't like losing pictures of people because, a lot of the time, you might never see somebody again. Plus, in most of my apps, I'm not going to be able to get these back. I think the iPhone 6 is in the cutoff for being able to download apps. And it's not like I really need Fitbit or Tinder because you can just go for a walk and go to events where you're actually going to meet people. But when it comes to Plants vs. Zombies, I had a good time playing that. I'm not really into gaming, so it's one of the few games I play. Snapchat, I would really love to freaking have that back. And the Notes app. The Notes app is also on there. Yeah, I would just say if your phone's ever giving you storage problems, don't ever be fricking screwing around with it. Don't leave it till tomorrow to delete pictures. Find one picture per day at least. I'm going to show my Safari as well. So usually when I open it, the memory is wiped from the time that I've last looked at it. If the phone dies, which is pretty often, every hour or every couple hours, it's an exporting of the battery amount issue. It's not an issue of the phone actually being at zero. It just randomly freaking dies. It just does that, and then you have to type in youtube.com because it won't load. Oh, yeah, it's doing that. I don't know what that is, but it's only done that recently. Yeah, see, I am on YouTube every freaking day because Rumble is not as great on mobile, and it doesn't have all the features that I like. But I visit this website every day, and it doesn't remember that I've done that, so that's significant to me. When I'm actually looking around at the Photos app for a while, all my pages will reload, and as you can see, I freaking clearly tried to delete a whole lot of these. You know, these are even ones from when my dad last freaking used it. I can delete them all freaking right now, but next time it does this, it's just all a bit depressing. I just wish that there was a way to make it good again. But yeah, I'll show my text. So usually it's at 3. Today I woke up and it was 0, which is really surprising. It is always at 3. You got the one up top there about the freaking wig company sending me the same offer I've received since November 10th, and as of recording this, it's November 21st. This offer is probably not even open anymore. A text from Greg responding to my delusions from the music festival. You know, I delete some conversations and then they reappear the next day or within a couple hours. Yeah, it's very cringe. Yeah, and oftentimes the calendar app will not even show with a background. uh, Oftentimes you'll just get the Tuesday 21 and you won't get the white background, so it's kind of hard to see. Let's see what happens when we open the camera. It still gives me the full message even when it says I have 300 photos or something. During, I think, last month, always telling me that I had no photos. In fact, I think it did that for about a week or so. It still works to watch videos and to look things up, send outgoing texts. But when it comes to anything else, it's just, you can't rely on that ever. Even turning the phone off, sometimes you will freaking just not have the ability to go back to the page you were on. You'll have to look it up entirely because the history doesn't save. So, yeah, if you got any advice for me, leave it down in the comments. If you also have this issue, please tell me how the hell that happened. If you've remedied this issue, you have to tell me how the hell you've done that. Yeah, so wiggle your tongue. Eyes out.